What is up, people of YouTube? In this video, I will be going over how I balance school, sports, and social media. So first, I'll give you a little rundown on what my typical day looks like.
So I get up around 6:20 a.m. just to get ready for my 7 a.m. lift, brush my teeth, use the bathroom, you don't get to see this part, sometimes make coffee, and then take my scooter something like a mile and a half to lift. Go lift at 7, we're usually done around 8 a.m. Shower, eat breakfast around 8:30, get some work done and nap before my 10:30 a.m. class. And classes usually run until about 1:15 p.m. Take a nap or contemplate life until my 3:30 p.m. practice. I usually don't get any work done after these classes between practice because my brain's so tired. Go to my 3:30 p.m. wrestling practice, which usually runs until 5:30 p.m. Shower once again, eat dinner. I take a little mental break and get back to doing work around 7:30 p.m. until I'm finally done. Then if I have time and it's before 10 p.m., I'll try to post on social media, or I just end up scrolling through TikTok endlessly. I then brush my teeth once again and then try to be in bed around 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m.
Now the question you're probably wondering is, how do I manage to do all of this? And the answer is prioritizing. You've maybe seen this diagram before. Right here, it represents the priorities college students should be obliged to meet. They are good grades, social life, and enough sleep. And you can only really have two of them. My triangle would probably have athletics at the top, school at the other corner, and social media in the last corner. And during the school year, the two that I'm most focused on are wrestling or athletics and school. The social media part really lags behind just because I don't have a ton of extra time to be working on that when I'm focusing on the other two. Sleep kind of goes with athletics since you need enough sleep to be able to perform well in athletics. I really like to tell myself that I'm able to do it all, but realistically I can't. And I've come to realize that. So on the surface, it looks like I can balance all three completely fine and be good at all of them, but realistically I can only focus on two at a time. Also, social life is kind of completely thrown out the window when we're in wrestling season, so most of the time that's not a place on the triangle. Having a schedule every day really helps me balance my obligations for the day. I know lift will always be at the same time, I know my classes will always be at the same time, and I know practice will always be at the same time. I also know that the meals I'm eating every day have a time frame where I can go eat, so those will happen at roughly the same time every day. So during the time where I don't have athletics obligations for the day or classes, that's when I'm doing my schoolwork. And I prioritize social media at the bottom, so if I'm completely done with everything for the day and have spare time, then I can work on social media. Athletics and academics always kind of get flipped priority-wise based on, for example, I have a wrestling tournament coming up or I have a big test coming up. Both of those remain above social media. The only times I can really prioritize social media are like now when we don't have classes, so I can bump that up in the list since I don't have anything to do school-wise, or other time periods I don't have school like summer. So to wrap up, the two things that really help me manage school, athletics, and social media are a schedule and setting priorities. You should figure out what's on your triangle and which two you are prioritizing, because you can't do all three, at least not all three well at once. Having a schedule, I know when I have free time and I know when I'm obligated to do certain things. And by prioritizing different things, I can kind of make a mental checklist in my head and work down that list as the day goes on. So that's pretty much it for this video, giving insight as to how I balance school, sports, and social media. As you've seen, I can't really put a ton of time into social media now that I'm in college. Back in high school, I had a lot more time just because the academic rigor wasn't as hard. But when I do find free time and I'm not obligated to do anything athletically or academically, that's when I find time to do social media. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions about how I manage those three things, go ahead and leave those in the comments. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Make sure to leave video suggestions in the comments as well, and I'll look through those. I'll respond to you all. Thanks for watching. Peace.